Let's be honest, for years, getting ISO 9001 certified was mostly about ticking boxes. You got the certificate, hung it on the wall, and went back to business as usual. But with the 2026 update, that mindset becomes a serious risk for the companies that follow that rule. The world's most widely used business standard is about to get its biggest transformation in more than a decade, and it will clearly separate the companies that grow from the ones that fall behind. This revision, expected in late 2026, is not a small refresh. It's a complete rethink of what quality means today. I'm going to walk you through the three major changes around risk, culture, and strategy that you must get right. Ignoring these shifts is no longer an option for you if you want to remain on business.
Welcome to Advanced Quality Programs with Juan Navarro. In this podcast, we're going to dive deep into the world of quality and leadership philosophy.
To understand why this update matters to you, look at how different the world is today compared to 2015, when the major revision came out. Everything has changed. A global pandemic exposed supply chain weaknesses, geopolitical instability now reshapes the trade routes overnight, AI and automation moved from theory to daily realities, creating new opportunities and new risks. And the expectations have changed totally. Customers, employees, and investors now demand transparency, sustainability, and ethical behavior. The new standard pushes companies to treat issues like climate change or part of the quality systems different, not as a separate green topics. These are part of the DNA of a company. The 2015 version introduced risk-based thinking, but many companies treated it like another core. They made a risk list and never used it. The world has shown that this reactive approach doesn't work. The new standard is designed to help organizations to stay resilient in a volatile environment. It's no longer about doing things right. It's about doing the things that are always right. So what do you need to know actually? And what do you need to do most importantly? These big changes come down to three essential shifts. We are going to break them down so that we'll redefine the success for your business if you understand them. This isn't about adjusting the few documents that you just have to check. It's a real evolution in how you think about quality. First, we'll look at the new approach to risk and opportunity, moving from a checklist to a strategic tool. Second, we'll explore the new requirement for a real quality culture, putting leadership and ethics at the center. And the third, we'll see how the 2026 update forces you to connect with quality systems directly to your business strategy, turning it into the driver of growth. By the end, you will have a clearer, practical roadmap for what has changed, why it matters, and what you need to do. And let's start with change one, a new paradigm for risk and opportunity. The first major shift is how the standard handles risk. The 2015 version introduced the idea, but it was a bit fuzzy, vague. Many companies created a list of risks and stopped there. The 2026 update makes the process clearer, stronger, and far more useful. The biggest change is that the clearer separation between risks and opportunities must happen before they were often mixed together. Now, the standard forces you to treat them differently. The risk is about what could go wrong, anything that could harm your ability to deliver. Think supply chain disruptions, equipment failures, or business continuity issues. The new standard expects more than a list. It requires a structured analysis and real mitigation plans. Then the opportunity. It is all about what could go right. Growth, innovation, and improvement. This is a major mindset shift. Your QMS is no longer just protection. It's a tool for progress. Opportunities might include using AI to prove and improve processes, entering new markets, or reducing downtime with predictive analysis. The standard now expects a formal process to identify and act on these opportunities. This means your risk register can't be a dead document. It must be part of your strategic planning. Instead of blog entries like supply chain risk, the new expectation is something like risk of port disruptions due to geopolitical tensions with a mitigation plan to qualify logistics partners in another region. If you are ignoring this, your business becomes very fragile. Competitors who embrace it will innovate faster and adapt better to this new standard. Now, change 2, from quality control to quality culture. This is my favorite one, because the second major change is the strong focus on culture. The 2015 version mentioned leadership commitment, but the 2026 update goes much further. It requires top management to actively promote a culture of quality, integrity, and requires top management to actively promote this ethical behavior. This responds to years of corporate scandals and the realization that you can't inspect quality into a product. You must build it into the company DNA. The old way of putting the quality manager in the role of quality police, chasing people for forms and compliance, is outdated. This created resistance and silos. The new way, the better way, the Deming way, the Stewart way, and the new standard way makes quality part of everyone's responsibility, starting with the leadership culture. It shows up in shared values and behaviors within and among the organization, so leaders must prove their commitment through action. This means that quality becomes a priority in management meetings. It means linking leadership bonuses to quality performance. It means creating safe channels for employees to report concerns. It means celebrating the team that prevents the defect from appearing as much as the team that hits the sales goals. This shift changes the role of quality professionals. They become the coaches and facilitators who help every department build quality into their work. They collaborate with HR on training and with engineering to design quality from the beginning, from the start, as it should be. Ignoring this cultural shift is dangerous. A weak culture leads to failures, recalls, and reputation damage. Think of the VW scandal of gases. In today's world, one mistake can go viral and destroy trust, and that talented people who won't stay in a company that doesn't value quality or ethics. And finally, change 3 is focus on strategy and not on operations. Also, really nice. The final major change is the requirement to connect the QMS directly to your business strategy. For years, many executives saw the ISO 9001 as an operational tool, separate from their strategic decisions. The 2026 update ends that thinking. The old way saw the QMS as a system for consistency, making the same product the same way. It focused on maintaining the status quo. The new way turns the QMS into the strategic asset. It must support your company goal. The question is no longer, are we compliant? But now is, how does our QMS help us to compete? If your strategy is to expand into Europe, your QMS must support the EU regulations and multilingual customer feedback. If your strategy is sustainability leadership, your QMS must drive ESG goals and ethical sourcing. This requires stronger collaboration between quality teams and executives. Quality professionals need a seat at the strategy table, and leaders must see the QMS as a tool to execute their vision. If you ignore this, your risk of becoming excellent at delivering something nobody wants is there. You'll be compliant but strategically irrelevant. Companies that align their QMS with strategy will be more agile, more aligned, and more successful. Now synthesize and reinforce. There are no small changes. The 2026 ISO 9001 update creates a clear choice. Some organizations will treat it like another audit. They'll update a few documents and keep the old mindset. They'll stay fragile and disconnected from reality. Others will see the opportunity. They will build resilience through dynamic risk and opportunity management. They'll create a strong quality culture that attracts talent and entrusts teams, earning trust from customers and stakeholders. And they will use their QMS as an strategic engine for growth. The choice is yours. It's your QMS. The final standard is expected in late 2026, with a likely 3-year transition period until 2029. To help you to prepare, I created a free ISO 9001 2026 readiness checklist that you can download using the link on my page. And that's it for today. I want to hear from you. Which of the 3 big changes, risk, culture, or strategy, will be the strongest challenge for your business? Share your answers in the comments. As always, thanks for rating my books, The Quality Mindset, The Life Quality Projects, and The Principles of Quality. As always, stay excellent, keep improving, and what about an update?
One small change triggers everything. Watch how agile thinking works. Inspect, adapt, repeat. Each step builds the next, creating confident, unstoppable momentum. This is The Quality Mindset by Juan Navarro. Get your copy now.